Hey everyone, welcome back to Sham's Makeup Artistry, and in today's video I'd like to share with you guys my top 5 pick of foundations for a dry to combination skin. I do have 5 foundations here to share with you guys, and because I do have more of a dry to combination skin at this point of time, I thought of sharing with all of you who do have dry to combination skin what are my favorite picks, like to get the dryness out of the way. The very first one that I would like to share with you is from The Ordinary Colors. This is their coverage foundation. It is a high coverage foundation, but I personally really like this foundation on the days my skin feels a little bit more drier than usual. The reason being is this foundation, it does give high coverage, but at the same time it doesn't look like really matte over your face, and it doesn't dry up your face area. It still gives you like a fresh looking skin. So I have been personally liking this foundation on the days that my skin feels a little bit more dry, and I would totally recommend this foundation. This foundation retails at about $8 which I will list them down on the description bar below. It's a little bit difficult to get the foundation, mostly sold out all the time, but if you get your hands on it, definitely check it out. And I'm in the shade 3.1Y, which has more of like a yellow undertone to it. The next foundation, which has to be in the list of the best foundation as well, is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. If you have dry to combination skin, even if you have like a mild oily skin, you will definitely love this foundation, especially on the drier months like fall or winter. This foundation should be in your vanity, because it does wear so beautifully over the face area. Even if you're in front of a camera, it kind of gives you like an illusion that you have a flawless looking skin. I'm in the shade 173, which is Y445, and it's a stick formula which makes it easy. Like I just apply like one here, and then one here, and then I blend it all over my face. That's all you need. I pretty much feel that it gives like a medium to full coverage depending on how you blend it on your face, but try not to put too much, because sometimes I do the mistake of applying too much and then it does look very cakey if you over apply it. So you just have to work on like a little amount at a time and then slowly build it up. So this has to be my best recommendation for someone who has dry to combo to not so oily skin. The next one in the list is something that I'm actually wearing over my face area today, and it's the SmashBox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. I personally feel SmashBox is a brand that is kind of like on the lower side, like not everyone notices them, but they pretty much do come out with very awesome makeup stuff, which is often less noticeable because of other brands that are out there. This foundation is definitely a must-have. It is a 15-hour wear hydrating foundation. On my skin, it lasts all the day through that I'm outside, and I do not see like I have to blot my skin over and over again with this foundation. I only tend to get oily on my T-zone area, especially my nose area, and on the rest of my face, this foundation just lasts all day long. It wears so beautifully on the face area. Like I mentioned, I'm actually wearing the foundation over my face area, and I have been totally obsessed with this one. The next favorite of mine in the list of a dry skin foundation has to be my Lancome Idole Ultra Stick Foundation. This is another long wear foundation. Typically, many of us think like if it's a long wear foundation, it probably only suits oily skin type, but trust me, this foundation wears beautifully on all skin type. And again, this is a stick foundation, and it makes it so easy to apply this foundation. A little goes a long way, and I'm in the shade 450 Sweet Neutral, which again I'll list them down on the description bar below so that you would not be lost picking out the shade if you're about my skin tone. and you guys have to check out this foundation. If you're on a hunt for a good foundation, you probably want to check out the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Stick Foundation. I haven't tried out the other version, like the compact version, but I have tried out the liquid version. I personally prefer the stick formula. And the last one that I got to share with you is something new in my vanity, but I would totally recommend it for someone who has dry to combination skin, and it's none other than the Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude. This is their Water Fresh Makeup Broad Spectrum SPF 30, and I'm in the shade 5W1 Bronze. This particular foundation works just like their Double Wear Full Coverage foundation, but that one I personally recommend it more for oily skin girls, and this one would work really well on dry to combination kind of skin girls. I personally do like this foundation on the days my skin feel a little bit more drier. It wears so naturally over the skin, and it kind of wears long hours as well, and I don't see myself blotting either throughout the hours that I'm out. That's the other thing that I like about foundations, though I do not have like an oily skin, but I tend to need to blot my T-zone area with some foundation, but that doesn't happen with this particular Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude foundation. Would I recommend this for oily skin girls? No. Current recommendation is more to drier to combination skin. For oily skin girls, you may want to try the Double Wear Full Coverage version, but for those who have dry to combination skin, you may want to try this. If you tend to have a lot of marks over your face, it would not give you the coverage as much as you need, but you can give it a try. Probably get a sample, try it out and see if it works, and then decide or not if you're going to pick up the full size of it. I do hope that you found my top 5 picks of foundation for dry to combination skin being helpful for you guys. Till my very next one, stay beautiful, go to the channel, give me a thumbs up, share all the love and support, and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.